Hi guys, I'm Ziggy, and this is installment number 2 of Redneck Aquaponics. And some of my other social media and some of my local friends asked me why I didn't tell my story about how cannabis saved my life when I mentioned that I had cancer. So here goes the full-blown story. I was given 6 months to live 8 years ago. I had stage 3 inoperable lung cancer and told to go get my affairs in order after 3 major surgeries and an amputated rib that left me a chronic pain patient. They said, you're going to meet an oncologist and a radiologist, and they're going to tell you their plan of attack for you. My doctor, my surgeon said he thought it was going to be pointless, painless, and just a waste of time to go get my affairs in order. Literally laying in the hospital bed with 1-inch tubes in the side of my chest, I Googled cure cancer and came up with medical marijuana. And my first reaction was, really? The crap we smoked in high school? Turns out that's not the way it works. I had just moved here. I'm from Pensacola, Florida, and I had just moved to North Carolina, where it is illegal. And so I called my stepson, who had just graduated boot camp in the United States Marines, and I said, boy, you went to high school in this town, and they call it high school for a reason. Who here smokes pot? I thought he was gonna die. He told me some people to get in touch with. When he finally convinced them that this was legit and I wasn't the cops, they started helping me. And then I met Todd Stimpson in Asheville, who was actually legally growing the plant for 3 years through his company, the Blue Ridge Medical Cannabis Research Corporation. The government let him do it for 3 years, and then they kicked his door in. But I started eating and juicing the live plant material, along with we made tinctures and oils and smoothies, and I jokingly tell people I did everything but suppositories, and that's because I didn't have cancer there. I'm not saying I'm above it, but I never once took a pain pill. I never once took a nausea pill. I never once threw up. I took 4 months of the most dangerous chemotherapy known to man and 39 rounds of radiation, of some of the most high-tech radiation known to man. I had no hair, no eyebrows, no nothing. Yeah, I got sick. I got nauseated, but I never, ever once threw up. I never took a nausea pill. I never took a pain pill. I simply stayed with cannabis. When my doctor pronounced me in remission, of course, they said, you're killing all these tests the whole time through. They're like, we can't believe how good you're doing. When they pronounced me in remission, my doctor said, sir, I've been doing this for over 30 years. I have never seen anyone take that much chemo and radiation and gain 20 pounds. So that set me on a mission. I decided I was going to have to change these laws. And me and a friend, or a guy I met, and I thought was a friend back then, we co-founded and built the Green Bus Tour for Marijuana Legalization, aka the Cannabus. And it, to this day, tours the country. A good friend of mine, Stacy, owns it now. It tours the country, teaching people that this plant is not the gateway drug. This plant can save your life if you let it. And it absolutely saved mine. And like I said, I am in an illegal state, and so I was civilly disobedient for a little while. And people say, well, you broke the law. Well, yeah, but my answer to that is this. If your child was drowning and the sign said no swimming, I bet you would get in the water. And that usually shuts people up. People see my door. It's this really, really, really shabby artwork. But it's mine, so, you know, whatever. I've been working on this for years, and people come down and check out my aquaponics system. They see the door and go, oh my God, what else are you growing? Well, I do organic growing too. I have 2 worm farms that I'll show you at a later date. But right now, let me show you what's actually behind door number 1. Aloe, because it's really good for you to juice, and some tomato plants, and that is an avocado tree there in the center, and 2 pineapple plants. The avocado tree I'm babysitting for my next door neighbor. This was just done because of a kind of why not. My friend started me on the worm farming and the organics of the super soil, and it just works. And obviously the aloe really love it, and it's really good for me. So that's that. Now, the other room, if you come down here, I'm kind of addicted to pineapple plants. And if you go in there and look, you'll see a baby pineapple. And it's really healthy. It's all organic, no GMOs. But yeah, I make a lot of Facebook videos, and I'm always posting this because the one thing I don't want is for my local government to kick in my door thinking I'm doing something illegal when I'm not. All right, now we're gonna go back and a little update on some of the aquaponics in the system. We've got bok choy coming. I've got a whole bunch more chives. Been harvesting a lot of stuff and starting new stuff, but I just kind of wanted to show everybody exactly how things are going. The ladybugs are doing well. The lettuce is coming along. I will get a lot more, a lot faster growth rate, I should say, as soon as I stock this pond. There's only 7 goldfish in this pond right now, and it was simply just to kind of get things acclimated. I put these plants in here just as a joke to see if it would work, and it has. They're not going to grow very fast until I densely stock the pond. Obviously, 375 gallons of fish pond will more than adequately grow 6 beds. The onions are doing well. I've planted 3 more my friend gave me. You can see the little babies. You can see they're turning green. The little tiny ones, if you can see them, I don't know. And as we go on and as we update things, the video quality and the lighting and everything else will improve. I'll show you the tilapia real quick again. They are getting ready to go in the pond. My babies down there, they're going to all go in the pond. And the top tank will be my breeder tank, and the bottom one will be the grow out tank for the babies until they get transferred into the other aquariums. But one of the main reasons I wanted to explain myself is because I plan on doing a lot of videos, and this is who I am. You see my tattoos. This is my cancer dragon. Here, let's go over here where you can probably see a little better. You'll see me drinking a lot of beer. And this is my cancer dragon. The Chinese believe that dragons keep away evil, and I believe if anything is evil, it was my cancer. And since cannabis saved my life, my dragon hides in a pot garden. To say the least, it gets a lot of reactions from people. And I'm always wearing these shirts. I actually started a t-shirt company that didn't do so well, and I took down the website because it was just draining money. And on disability, you can't afford that. But I'm probably, if I get a call to make more of these, I will. I have anything from serious shirts like this one. I have some that say, cancer sucks, your medicine doesn't have to. And I have some like with one of them with a smiley face with pot leaf eyes, and it says, I scored high on my drug test. Well, because I did. To say it turned me into an activist is quite the understatement. When they told me that he had never seen anybody gain 20 pounds on chemotherapy, I did this one. And I get a lot of reactions out of that. Now, this tattoo, this is my drug war cemetery. My mom and dad in heaven at the top. But this is my drug war cemetery. All my tattoos are done by the Studio Tattoo and Gallery in downtown Newton, North Carolina. These graves that you'll see on these on this arm, these names, these are all real people who I have lost to cancer while fighting for legalization. So yeah, and I'm really tired of adding names to this. If we all just get out and vote, we can change these laws. But anyway, like I said, some of my friends commented, why didn't I tell my story? Blah, blah, blah. Well, mainly this is an aquaponics channel, and that's mainly what you're going to see. We're going to be working on an outdoor system coming really soon. And you're going to see a lot of my pineapple plants and stuff like that transferring outside and get to watch the pineapples grow and all that crazy stuff. But you're also going to see me a lot looking like this, and I figured this was the best way to go ahead and answer all these questions and let people know, I'm not just a stupid stoner. The plant actually saved my life, and to this day, well, 2 years ago, November 1st of 17, my doctor pronounced me cured. Now, that may not sound like much, but they said with this particular type of cancer, if I was lucky enough to get remission, I would only get a year, maybe a year and a half before this type came back, hit me in 3 places. And with me, they figured the brain, the adrenal gland, and the liver. After 6 years, over 6 years of remission, and not the first little inkling of a problem, my doctor said, man, I'm going to go ahead and call you cured. And he has never said that. He said he'd never said that to anybody with my type of cancer. They say, oh, you're a walking miracle. No, it's a plant. I believe the good Lord put that plant here for a reason. I was simply smart enough to do it. That being said, you won't hear me talking an awful lot about cannabis in my aquaponic videos because it really just doesn't pertain to what we're doing down here. But I wanted you to know my full story and the whole situation. So anyway, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share, click the bell, and tell your friends. Thanks.